Hi everyone, it's Mr. Greg, and here's the recap for Bethesda's Sunday School from October 4th, 2020. We're talking about the Apostle Paul this month. Paul is one of the most important people in the Bible, and he spent most of his life traveling around the world telling others about Jesus. However, if he couldn't make a trip to visit people, he would write them letters instead, and most of Paul's letters are in the Bible. The first letter we're looking at is one he wrote to Christians in Rome. Paul encouraged them to remember that Jesus was not only human, but also God, and that God's love can change our lives. Just like Paul, it's up to us to tell people the story of Jesus today. There are lots of ways for us to tell that story. We can write letters or make fancy speeches, but probably the best way to tell the story of Jesus is through the way we live. We can be kind to people, generous with what we have, and show honor and respect to others. Your actions can be the best way you share Jesus' life-changing teachings with others. This week, our craft is making something we're going to need if we're going to travel like Paul, a passport. And here's how it works. Okay, hey everybody. All right, so what you're going to need is a piece of paper, just an ordinary piece of paper. We're going to fold it in half, kind of like we're making a book, and then fold it again like we're making a card. So it's going to be a small little creature like this. Now we're going to get a dark crayon, and on the front of our card, we're going to write the word passport, because we're going to be making our own passports to travel around like Paul. Okay, so now I'm going to get a black crayon, and on the inside of the card, I'm going to make 3 lines on one side, and on the other side, I'm going to separate it into 4 squares. So 3 lines, 4 squares. All right. Now, on the front of our passport, you're going to draw the emblem or the logo of whatever country you're from. So just draw whatever the mascot is of the country that you come from. Let's see. In my made-up country, our mascot is a bunny rabbit, the fiercest of all of God's creatures. So there's the emblem of my country, the fierce bunny rabbit. And now on the inside, I'm going to write my name on one of the lines, Mr. Greg. I'm going to write my birthday on one of the lines, October 30th. Nice. Very good. And then on the last line, I'm going to draw a self-portrait. Let's see, I have a round head, beady eyes, and a big smile. I have brown hair, and I have a blue nose. Perfect. It looks exactly like me. All right. Now, because we talked about Paul writing to the people in Rome, we're going to make one of our squares Rome. So we're going to write the word Rome, R-O-M-E, and then we're going to draw a picture of something that we think of when we think of Rome. When I think of Rome, I think of a centurion helmet. So I'm going to draw centurion helmet. And this is going to be like the stamp in our passport for Rome, for the city of Rome. So there we go. We have Rome. And what we're going to do later this month is fill in the rest of the squares with all the places that Paul travels to. Good job on your passports, guys. Next week, we are going to travel again, this time to the city of Corinth, and see what Paul has to say to the Christians in Corinth. We will see you then.